Back again for another little discussion. It is kind of by the fireplace, but there's no fire going. It's a beautiful spring day. Kind of wanted to get this old globe in the picture here, and believe that the Lord is very interested in geography, seeing as how He's the one that created it. But the reality of it is that the Lord is more interested in the people that inhabit that geography and proclaiming freedom to the captives and to every tribe and tongue and nation. One of my favorite verses, and I pray this often, especially as I go in the house of prayer, is out of Revelation, and chapter 5. It says, in verse 9 it says, "And they sang a new song, saying, 'Worthy are you to take the book, and to break its seals,'" speaking of Jesus. "For you were slain and purchased for God with your blood men from every tribe and tongue and people and nation. And you have made them to be a kingdom of priests to our God, and they will reign upon the earth." There's a time in the future where we will reign upon the earth as sons of the living God. But today, while we are in this broken and fallen world, He has called us to be those that proclaim the excellencies of Christ by the manner of our lives and by the words that we speak. And He's very interested in making that gospel proclamation in your neighborhood, in this South St. Louis region that He's called us to. Our home groups are places of that kind of proclamation. And we need to see that it's not by coincidence that the Lord has planted groups in certain areas. He has placed people strategically around the St. Louis area in order to make a proclamation of the excellencies of Christ, to expand His church, and to be a light in our community. We at Southgate, we're called to impact the South and Southwest region of St. Louis and St. Louis County, which means that the Lord wants to plant home groups or life groups or home churches, however you want to call those, in many, many, many neighborhoods, to where we see a proclamation of a message, where we see hospitality being practiced, where we see the Word of God being discussed and discipleship taking place because we're in contact with the Word and with one another, where we're praying for one another in our homes, and where real fellowship can transpire. And that fellowship and that coming together as a church is without borders, as far as, the generations come together, the races come together, the different phases and economic strata come together and make a proclamation of unity and of love and of endurance on this earth, and encourage one another while the day is with us. I want to encourage you guys to kind of rethink and look a little bit more geographically, because it's not by coincidence. The Lord does want to plant churches all around the city, and He wants to plant churches in neighborhoods called home groups. It's an important concept for us to grasp hold of, in that the mission means something. Sometimes the mission is a little bit beyond, takes us beyond the comfort zone in our lives, to where it isn't just driven by by the comfort of friendship, but it's driven by friends banding together to follow the Lord in the mission of reaching a lost and dying world. And so, I just want to encourage you guys to be thinking about how you're strategically planted and how the Lord wants to reach our region through house-to-house ministry, as well as coming together in times of worship and the Word on a Sunday morning. And so, geography is important, and just be in prayer and think about how the Lord wants to use you in the mission that He wants to reach every tribe and tongue and nation. And He wants to reach this tribe and this tongue and this nation through the witness of His people. God bless you guys. You're much loved. We'll talk to you soon.